routine. Started out on a big old green, and the earth got small as I climbed away, and the sky came up, got me in its way. I'm learning to fly.
Welcome back, everybody. This is clip 3 of a series of extracts I've made of a 278k flight I did back in the Alps. My name's Mike O'Neill in the front seat, and I was the pilot who flew this task. But for this replay, I have Bert in the back seat, is looking after the controls, so I can look around, not pay attention, and generally just talk about things. So this clip is just a bit of fun, really. We're still on the first leg, but we're good for height, and we're just going to head on track towards the first turning point, and we'll use whatever opportunities we have to top our height, whether it's slopes or cumulus clouds. Let's just get going without any further ado. I'll try not to bob my head around too much unless it's necessary, but as I said in the last clip, you know, when you're a real glider pilot in a glider, I mean, you just don't sit here like this. Your head is always bobbing around. You're always looking at things because you're always looking for your opportunities, you know, so forth, reevaluating things. Right, here we go. Again, I'm in lift here. There's no cumulus above me. I'm not near a slope. I don't think I'm above cloud base. As you can see from the clouds ahead, strong lift. This must be wave lift with hindsight, but never having met wave in Condor before with any success, thought probably didn't occur to me. But even if it had, I was here really to fly the mountains, and if I got involved successfully in wave lift, then at this stage I probably have flown the whole task way above the mountains, and I enjoy being in the mountains in VR. It's the turning and burning sensation is just a lot of fun, and the whole danger of it really, you know, you're trying to work out how you're going to get from one slope to the next and not get caught in dead-end valleys and not get caught in the lee of bad ones. It's a really interesting challenge. So anyway, we're rising quite nicely, and I'm going to turn gently back onto the bearing to head for first turning point. I probably to some extent allowed the plane to float along like this because I didn't really care what the source of the lift was. I just enjoyed being somewhere. Oh, it looks as though I've decided to dive back in and see if I can get a bit more. So without even thinking about whether it's wave or not, I just thought, well, it's quite interesting around here. And, you know, I'm playing around in the mountains. I'm not trying to prove anything and go fast. I'm enjoying myself. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so here we go again. And I want to gain as much height as possible because I'm going to go out into the flatlands. I don't even know what the opportunities will be there. I'll be involved with thermals marked by cumulus clouds. I don't know how plentiful they'll be. And I've got to get round the turn point on the flatlands and back into the mountain system afterwards. So, yeah, the higher I am when I leave the mountains, the better it suits me. I'm not in a hurry. And you can sort of see as we point towards the first turning point, this horizon line from the mountains straight ahead is hiding the view of the flatlands that lie beyond it. So we will be coming out of the mountains quite soon. So we're at, 12,500 feet. That'll do me for the moment, and I'm putting the speed on and getting moving. As I said in an earlier clip, the artificial horizon doesn't seem to work in replay, and I don't think those little diamonds on that variometer work either, because it's constantly showing me flying slower than I need to, and really I will always be trying to fly when I'm flying straight like this and moving on task. I will be trying to fly so I'm only got a white diamond in the middle. I don't want the blue diamonds below, and I don't want the red diamonds above, unless I choose to disobey my McCready setting. And on which score, on this device, this PDA device here, on one of the screens, and this is a bit of fun, I'm obviously flirting with some cloud just for the hell of it, just flying through it. And I mean, you absolutely would want the turn and slip indicator working when I'm doing this kind of thing, and I wouldn't be doing it otherwise. But yeah, one of the screens on this PDA device is where I can set the McCready value. And the McCready value is a number you put in representing knots, and based on the kind of climbs you expect to be finding based on what you have been finding. And it's a kind of a probability computer, because based on what you put in there, if you, let's say, put in 4 knots, expect 4 knot climbs, you can take more risk flying faster between sources of lift, and because you have that level of confidence you'll get a strong lift at some point along the way. It also reminds you to really not be bothering with lift that's less than that, because that's not the best use of your time on task. You've got to take the whole thing with a dose of common sense. When you're flying in mountains like this, where things vary all the time, you don't want to religiously hang on to McCready, but for when you're moving along, it at least gives you an indication of a speed to fly. So I wonder what we're doing here. We've got to get over those mountains. Well, that little ridge line, as it were, so it's right between us and the objective. So perhaps I'm going this way a bit to see if I can pick up lift, which I surely do, until the angle for crossing that ridge line looks good enough, and or I can skirt round one of the lower bits of the ridge line very slightly to the left of the overhead. At the moment the lift is good, the angles are improving. I think I'm moving out towards the ridge line to see how it looks. And you can see the flatlands in the haze, just off to our right a bit from the nose. The air is still good, the angles are improving. I don't even have to go over that ridge line, I could just skirt around it if I need to. But if I could fly as the crow does towards the turning point, so much the better. I think I'm probably heading to this cloud to have a bit of fun with that as well. Divert round the right hand side of this cloud, and also around the highest point of the ridgeline, or maybe perhaps I'll reassess it as I come round. Yeah, this is a good example of how the opportunities presenting themselves change all the time. So I could now probably decide just get ahead of this ridge that's at my 10 o'clock position, and then turn across it to see whether I can get lift along that line, and then carry on towards the turning point. re-evaluating, and these opportunities open up. Some of them you just think you've hit the jackpot. I mean, look at this. Beautifully set up for proceeding on task, and with some good lift. I don't know why I'm bothering to muck around so much, but there we go. Really strong lift here. Well, strong enough. And it goes on for a bit. I love these, it's a strange moment, VR. It's being a bit funny about the world I'm in, but I love some of these views of all these these roads up the mountain passes and things and stuff. And I love to think that this is all a real landscape. I mean, this is really what you would find if you were out there. And I will never visit this part of the world in real life, but in virtual reality, it feels pretty much like I'm there. So this line is serving us quite well at the moment. We're now 43k to the turning point. I'm starting to look out into the flatlands, where it might be and what else might lie en route to it. We're going along at 80 knots and we're still in 2 to 3 knots of lift. No idea what that's about, but I'll have some of that, thank you. Don't know why I'm making this turn. So I'm still imagining this lift up here to explore. No idea why I didn't leave those turns, but there we go. I'm just having fun. And it does raise an interesting point because, you know, I'm learning how to do this. And I think to some extent I should be exploring. I mean, I'm learning by doing, and a lot of the things don't work and are failing. But slowly I'm evaluating and re-evaluating. Oh, okay, so that's the end of this clip. I thought it took us out to the turning point. Perhaps that's the next clip. Yeah, so I'm learning by trying different things out, and I'm having fun and enjoying myself, and I can re-evaluate and probably get clever at this stuff. Although all landscapes are different, of course, especially mountainous ones. Anyway, that's the end of clip 3. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll look forward to posting clip 4 before too long. So hope you stick around. Don't know what they do on YouTube, you know, like and subscribe and all that kind of sort of thing. Click the like button. And there we go. No need to support me on Patreon because I only do this for fun and for myself and any friends who want to look at it. But if you're looking and enjoying it, well, great. Right, that's the end of this clip. Look forward to seeing you next time, and bye for now.